Welcome to BACI's first annual report video format. Another great year at BACI, filled with success, struggles, and some failure, and a lot of learning as a result of those failures. Another great year at BACI that demonstrates our commitment towards improving the lives of the children, the adults, and the family we support at BACI. Another great year at BACI demonstrated through our commitment towards our intended impact through our theory of change, which include some activities in the community development space, advocacy, and service delivery. What's next at BACI? Well, looking forward, we know that good is not good enough. So we need to begin to design a set of new practice. We need to start exploring some value tensions that exist within the community movement. At BACI, we're ready to plunge into the future. Now, none of this would be possible without collective effort. So before we go to the next phase of the video, we'd like to take the opportunity to thank all the people we support, their families, our staff for their commitment to show up every day and making a difference, our board of directors for their commitment to ensure BACI is going in the right direction, our volunteers that day after day come and help us achieve our mission, and lastly, our community partners that are making a huge difference. Now, just wanted to encourage you to actually go and watch the actual 50-minute video. You won't regret. It's a great video, and it really takes you through the last year at BACI. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the 2018-2019 Annual Report for the Burnaby Association for Community Inclusion. We're very excited this year to present in a video format, as we're hoping that this will be more accessible for our stakeholders and a more enjoyable format to learn more about what our programs, services, and actions we've done over the last year. Like other annual reports, this year we will share with you stories, actions that directly link to our strategic plan, the heart of the organization. As a reminder, the key actions for our organization are under the themes of person-centered practice, child-family-centered practice, diversity and inclusion, partnerships, prosperity, and healthy, well-connected workforce, with the ultimate goal of our theory of change, which is becoming belonging. So in the annual report, we want to share with you stories, information, and actions that our programs, services, and working groups have accomplished this past year that are directly related to our strategic plan. It's a lot of work. It takes many hands, many efforts, and many people to achieve what we want to achieve. And we're very excited to share this with you. The annual report is only a small sample of what's been happening at BACI this past year. Other places that you can find that information are our outcomes report, our website, our accessibility report, and many other day-to-day interactions and information from the people that work at BACI. The board is very excited about BACI's strategic initiatives over the past year, which had a particular focus on developing affordable and accessible housing and employment opportunities for the people we serve. Collaborations with community partners are helping us to build a more inclusive and welcome community for all. I'm very appreciative of our board's role in governing BACI's development and their focus on succession planning for the future. A special thank you to our two outgoing directors, Irina Cho and Lauren Stinson, whose dedication and unique perspectives were much appreciated. In 2020, we're looking forward to continued partnerships with the Sharing Our Future Foundation and other community organizations and businesses, another great CARF survey, the opening of our new childcare center and affordable housing complex, working with our inspiring staff, and most importantly, meaningful collaborations with the people and families we serve. Our infant development program has once again had a very busy year, supporting many families with children who either are born with or at risk of a delay. Highlights for the infant development program include specialized training regarding supporting children with autism or query autism. The team has been working very hard in this area. Other training that the team has also participated in is the Now and Next and Goal to Action training with one of our partner organization, Kinsight. The training has been provided by an organization out of New Zealand called Plumtree, and we're very excited about this initiative and look forward to more training in 2019 and 2020. Also embarked on a new partnership with the Burnaby Neighborhood House to offer groups on Wednesdays to IDP families and community partners and friends. This started in February 2019 and keeps going and is going very strong. We reinitiated a partnership with the AHA program, now offering 2 different art groups for both IDP and community families on Fridays. This is also very well received by our families. Lastly, the IDP team is working with our technology department to find ways, creative ways and more innovative ways to gather statistics and complete efficient reporting and record keeping. Many exciting things happened in our childcare centers this past year, but a few of the key highlights was Fairhaven being selected for a universal childcare prototype site where our families now pay $10 a day for their daycare. We've also participated in other provincial initiatives like the wage enhancement and the childcare benefit program. It's very exciting and great opportunities for families. The other thing that we've been excited to participate in is the feasibility study with the Burnaby School District around childcare spaces, specifically out-of-school care spaces in the city of Burnaby. And finally, we look forward to our new childcare center opening in 2020 at the old Variety Childcare space. We're now moving on to adult services. In the Community Inclusion Department, they have a few key initiatives that they're especially excited about and want to share. They've embarked on a deep exploration of partnership with the families. They've engaged families in a process of developmental evaluation, looking at what partnership means, and have started a series of adjustments to their practice in an effort to strengthen the partnership with families. They're also working with new and existing community partners in a stronger and more aligned manner, including the Burnaby Public Library. Finally, they've embarked on a process of service design with their leadership team to explore group-based supports. Through this process, the supervisors and coordinators have been encouraged to explore curiosities, be creative, and try something new. The team has been expanding their skills in research and design, and it's brought a new excitement and enthusiasm to their work, and they're excited to see where this will take them. Moving on to life sharing, this past year has been another busy one for life sharing. The team of 7 managers is now supporting 160 people living the lives they want through the life sharing model. Their goal, obviously, is to have the people served there to live meaningful, unique, and fulfilling lives in that type of home share or home share arrangement. Some of the arrangements have actually become quite unique and are often referred to as hybrids, involving a combination of life sharing, staffing, and respite supports. The life sharing team is also looking at new ways to gather information from the people we support in their qualitative evaluation, another exciting initiative they've taken on. They've designed a game to use prompt cards, and they're finding that these prompt cards are engaging and bringing on richer conversations and information through their evaluation. In home and community services supports, which is essentially our staff-supported homes, this past year has been busy with quite a few moves and changes for the people served. Exciting moves because they've moved to homes that have been a better match for them or more suitable to their needs and supports. It's exciting, and we're expecting more moves and changes like this in the upcoming year. In the outreach department, the team has continued to build on its previous year's momentum and success to better support individuals throughout their communities to achieve their personal goals. The goal of the program is to guide individuals through their plethora of resources available in the community and to support them to develop the skills to connect in the community in a way that's meaningful to them and helps build relationships. As the needs and goals of the people supported in outreach become more complex, the outreach team is responding by participating in different training and skill development, including the following areas this past year: tenants and rights responsibilities, understanding and supporting individuals who have fetal alcohol syndrome, financial security and supports, supported employment strategies, harm reduction, and much, much more. Lastly, the team wanted to share an exciting initiative in partnership about the BC Farmers Market, which together supported over 30 individuals and families towards choosing healthy and locally sourced food options. Families and seniors with limited resources have attended a variety of community markets, and through the Farmers Market Coupon Program, were able to join their neighbors in exploring, learning about, and enjoying fresh and healthy products as the fellowship and camaraderie found at local farmer markets. This initiative will continue well into 2019, and we're hoping long past that as well. In adult services, Respite has been successful in providing consistency and stability for families and the individuals supported. Some Respite providers have been long involved with families and the persons served, including as long as up to 15 years. And in turn, this has allowed families to feel comfortable and to take the necessary break that they need. In children's respite, we continue to work to have consistent providers whom the families feel comfortable and know their loved ones will be safe with and happy to go out and explore their community. Essentially, Respite gives individuals and families the opportunity they don't get otherwise to have a rest, take a break, and explore and try new things they wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Building Caring Communities is an initiative in partnership with Possibilities, Kinsight, and Powell River, with a goal of facilitating connections that will develop into friendships and meaningful relationships, with an eye to strengthen the overall resilience of both participants and the communities in which we live. BCC completed an impact evaluation this year that demonstrated positive impacts in the areas of independence and autonomy, confidence and everyday skills like taking transit and scheduling. Stitch Services continues to grow. Over the past year, it's now increased from 7 to 16 active participants, including 7 participants who were referred internally from other departments within BACI. The team has grown from 8 staff to now 14 who are involved in delivering the services and supports through Stitch, and has now added a second co-pilot position. The Stitch Services team is working with an external evaluator from Shift Collaborative to better understand how we can articulate and measure our impacts, gathering meaningful data and embed learning in a sustainable way into the process. The Stitch Services has also shared learning sessions and experiences with partners at Kinsight and Possibilities, and in October 2018 delivered a presentation at the Life-Based Service Conference for over 150 people. Real Talk is a sexual health initiative aimed at people with cognitive disabilities and their supporters, offered in partnership with Possibilities, Kinsight, and In With Forward. We host educational and social events where people can have open, honest conversations about dating, love, relationships, and sex. Over the past year, we've reached 150 people through Real Talk watching parties, which are sessions where people with a cognitive disability meet over a casual meal, watch Real Talk videos, and participate in a conversation facilitated by a certified sexual health educator. Along with that, we've offered approachable support training for 170 supporters, staff, and families. The team has also developed video content and launched the www.realtalk.org website, and supported the development of a successful participatory theater project called Romance, Relationships, and Rights, which featured actual Real Talk content. Finally, the team is very proud to say that the videos are now being used by sexual health educators and community living organizations as far away as Los Angeles, Prince Edward Island, and Melbourne, Australia. BEST, which is BACI's employment services, continues to partner with the Vancouver School Board in offering the Gateway to Employment program, an initiative that supports a cohort of 10 youth to secure paid employment during their final year of high school. BEST is also engaged with the design team in revising its discovery process and looking to find a way that the processes can be more meaningful and engaging for our job seekers. Finally, BEST has shared that it struggles over the past year or so around high turnover and filling vacant positions. We're now pleased to say that we have a full team and can truly focus on real work for real pay for people with disabilities. Family Support's role is to connect families and individuals to resources, programs, and services, but most importantly, to each other. There are countless examples of families connecting with other families. 2 families, for example, with sons who are interested in acting, met each other and shared information about inclusive acting classes and workshops. Another example is where a young adult with autism who was missing the social interaction of school found the Buddy Club and Reflection Cafe. We build these connections through our newsletter, workshops, support groups, and for young families, our music therapy group. Last fall, we held a workshop where employers, families, and individuals shared success stories about support and employment. And finally, the last highlight of the year was taking a group of people to the Inclusion BC conference in Victoria. We connected with old friends, made new friends, and learned a lot about what to bring back to BACI related to family support. Next year's conference is in Surrey, and we look forward to bringing another big group of people to see friends and families and take part in the learning of the conference. It's been another busy and successful year for the BACI Advocacy Committee. This committee works to promote access and inclusion in Burnaby, British Columbia, and beyond. New members are always welcome. Members of the BACI Advocacy Committee are also active members on other committees. We have members who currently sit on the City of Burnaby Access Advisory Committee, the TransLink Access Transit Users Advisory Committee, and we also have members who sit on the Board of Directors for CLBC and the Planned Lifetime Advocacy Network. Over the past year, the committee has met with many community members and government officials to discuss advocacy concerns, including Shane Simpson, Minister of Social Development and Poverty Reduction, John McCulloch, who is the chair of the CLBC Provincial Advisory Committee and a former board member of CLBC, and Margie Manifold, a BACI board member and senior city social planner with the City of Burnaby. The Burnaby Association of Self-Advocates completed their 2-year project writing and producing a plain language booklet on how to prevent and deal with the effects of bullying on people with disabilities. The booklet will be circulated during Community Living Month in October and presented at a variety of workshops and conferences throughout BC. We encourage all self-advocates to join our monthly meetings at Still Creek on the last Monday of each month. The Quality Assurance and Human Resource Department was involved in many initiatives within the organization this past year. A few examples are they facilitated a path process for our children's services and supported staff engagement in one of our homes as well, with the goal of improving the quality of support and services provided to those served in those programs. They conducted service evaluations in the following departments: community inclusion, residential, which is home and community support, children's services, life sharing, and the respite departments. It's the second year of organizing our annual Staff Hub appreciation parties. We surveyed the staff, and as a result of the information we gathered, we changed the way we honor staff by having staff recognition events on a more regular basis. Past year has been a strong focus around health and safety training with our employees, including meeting very key standards and training requirements with WorkSafe BC. The Quality Assurance HR team also took the lead in organizing the annual all-staff training, as well as the annual training for the persons served. Two important accomplishments we want to highlight through technology are Open Future Learning and the ADP Human Resource and Payroll Platform. Open Futures Learning is an online platform with a plethora of courses that have a disability focus and content. This platform gives us the ability to train, retrain, and teach our staff and contractors in a more effective and efficient way. It also gives us the ability to not only use that content on the website, but also to upload and add in our own content for future training. We think ADP, which is the newly implemented online human resource and payroll platform, is a positive step for our employees because it gives them instant access to their payroll, pay stubs, tax information, and even the Career Center for internal applications. They're not only a web browser, but now a mobile app. For financial, the operating results for the 2019 fiscal period is a deficit of $79,800, which is less than 0.2% of our annual budget, approximately $30 million. This loss, which is not significant compared to the total budget, is the result of extra costs related to new initiatives and new information systems implemented during the fiscal year. On a comparative basis, operations have increased 7.3% over the last year. This increase is consistent with our historical trends and is split approximately equally between growth in services and compensation increases. BACI's annual financial statements and list of donors can also be found on our website. A big thanks to all of you for listening and for celebrating and enjoying the stories that we've shared. Please know that this is only a small fraction of all the accomplishments that's happened over this past year. A huge thanks to everyone involved in the organization. Persons served, their families, our employees, our community partners and friends, our funders, our board, and all the people it takes to make BACI the great organization that it is. Every day is a success. Every day we learn. Every day we try. And in that trying is where we hope to find learning and success. So thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed our inaugural annual report on video, and we look forward to another successful year in 2020.